top 10 shootout here at Hidden Valley. On track we have Roger Clark from Oranga Racing, who was in 10th position, so he's just out on his lap right now. It's good to see the top 10 shootout, Bruce. Gives us something interesting to watch, just rather than everybody going for the fastest outright lap.
That's right, yes. After all the hard work of some of the drivers there to get fast time, might not necessarily mean they'll be starting from that position if they just happen to mess the one lap up that they have.
Well, exactly. It's the pressures on the driver. It's the nut holding the wheel has to get that car around the track as fast and as safely as they can. Because, as you know, if you stick it off in this session, that's it.
That's right. It does appear that Rogers finished his flying lap there, 107.402, and we've got Darren Goosey at the moment on the track with the Commodore.
So he's just starting his lap now, and he's throwing it into turn 1. Nice tight line around the apex there, and he buries the throttle coming off. It rolls out to the outside edge. There's a little bit of room left on the track, so he's not quite at full chat around there. It's playing it a little bit safe. And we're into the right hand turn before the top of the circuit for the hairpin. He just goes up towards the hairpin now, playing it safe again, takes a nice entrance into that, clips the apex a little bit. It's looking like a nice and steady lap. There's exactly what you want in the top 10 shootout at this point if you're a little bit further down the field.
Is that, yes, as he comes into the final S sections, he's just managed to get over that nasty little bump there on the entry to the twin left. Hopefully he's not messed up too much here onto the front straight, and he's managed to put in 106.856, so he's currently on pole, provisional pole at the moment.
That's not too bad at all. So he's fastest overall in Sector 1 and Sector 3 at this point, and it was a fastest sector for him, but not overall in Sector 2. So interestingly, Roger had the fastest Sector 2 time so far. So we've now got Chris McCall in the Volvo, just starting his lap. So he's down the home straight into turn 1. That Volvo sounds awesome.
It does, that's right. The Volvo definitely does sound, it's got that unique sound. It reminds me of the old 5-cylinder Audis in the touring cars. You always used to hear the difference with them.
Well, yeah, it's got that rasping sound, hasn't it? It's very, very unique. He's just run a little bit wide there, just going up, but I don't think he's lost any time. He's up around the top end of the circuit now into the hairpin, just around the apex. He carried a lot of speed in there. That's looking good, so it is so far. So he's fastest overall in Sector 1 at this point. Sector 2 split should be coming up any time now. It's fastest sector for him, but not overall, interestingly, again at this point. And we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 for the looks of it.
Okay, it's unusual having the yellow flag. Can't see anybody off. The next car that's actually behind Chris at the moment is...
Yeah, so he's just thrown it in.
Commodore.
107.287 to go. He's 4/10 down on Darren Goosey in pole position at the moment. So who's on track at this point?
I believe this is one of our new members.
Right, so we have, yes, it's the Triple Eight
Mark, I believe.
Commodore, Mark, and he's just going around turn 1. Nice, took a nice exit there. He's going right out onto the curb, so he's using all of the available track.
Oh, a little bit loose there coming in towards the hairpin.
Yeah, he's just a nice entrance and exit out of that corner into the top end of the circuit now, into the hairpin again. Yeah, carried a lot of speed. Ooh, a little bit too much. He's ran off a little bit there. That's going to cost him.
Yes, it is. He will have lost definitely a couple of tenths coming to the back section here.
Yeah, so he's gone green for himself in Sector 1. Sector 2, I'm going to see what's coming up in it now. He looks like he's gone green in there as well. And back onto the finish straight. So let's see what sort of time he's laid down. And he's gone into pole with the fastest overall Sector 3. So that's a 106.538 to drop himself into pole position.
Yeah, that was actually quite a good lap, even though it was a bit scruffy there. Next up, we've got Wayne Pingilly from ASR in the loaned Walkinshaw Commodore here.
Yes, we just jump on board with one of the onboard cameras, just a hamburger cam, and we're into the lap now. We've just come out of turn 2, around the back little right-left section, into the right-hand corner. He's just clipped the apex very nicely, run it out to the exit curve, and we're going up into the top of the circuit, into the hairpin, and a nice entrance in there. He's just struggling a little bit. She's a little bit loose on the way in there. Back around the back section, over the right-hand, lift off a little bit, and he's back on the power again. A little bit of oversteer on this lap from the looks of it, Bruce.
Yes, definitely the back end, definitely slightly out around the top there. It's not actually damaged this lap at all. See point posts comes down to the start finish straight just now, and he's gone into the 1.65.
Very nice indeed, yeah.
He's actually 8,000ths of a second faster than Mark there. So this top 10 will be a tight affair.
Okay, so we're actually on board behind the steering wheel in the 888 Commodore of Lofty Flex for this lap. As he begins his lap, he's crossing the start-finish straight right now, so the clocks are on, and we're down the straight towards turn 1 on the left-hand side, staying out to the right. Brake as late as possible, try and clip the apex, don't give it too much power around this corner, or the back will step out and you will lose far too much time. He's ran out nicely onto the exit curb, so it was a very good corner, and we're into the right-left complex, and then stay out left to take the right-hand corner, leading up to the top of the circuit and the hairpin, and we're just heading up towards the hairpin right now. This car's looking very stable under brakes, just clipping the apex nicely. Perhaps an extra bit of lock he needed to put on there, which is unfortunate. And then we're down the back section and into the clip the right hander. Oh, and he's gone straight on. Yeah, I think we had a bit of an issue there on the technical.
The server definitely had a little glitch there.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I hope it didn't disturb his lap too much there. He's down the start-finish straight, and he's gone straight on to pole position there with a 106.6.
That's right, yeah, that's so it definitely didn't actually affect him in any way, shape or form.
Okay, so we actually have a second Volvo, Bruce, starting its lap right now. This is Kyle, I think.
It is, yes, it does appear that his gearing is just... He's pushing it on the straight. It was bouncing off the limiter just coming into the first turn there. Heads in towards the edges now, just opposite the right hander. Hopefully that's not compromised his turning at all here.
Yeah, we're just into the top hairpin now. We're on board from the roof cam of the Volvo. Get a good view of the track here, the sort of forces going through the car.
That's right, yes. It does appear that his braking's not quite perfect. It does appear to be locking up quite a bit there. But that should just be his pure speed that he's actually putting through. We'll soon see.
Yes, and a 104.9 there to go into pole position. So 104 is about where it's at. So
that's right, yeah.
So let's see. We should have Dave Kinnaman out on track right now. Yes, and he is starting his lap. So let's get on board with the 55 car. Oh, he's run awful wide on that. This is, I think this is possibly his warm-up lap rather than his actual lap. No, it's his actual lap.
Yeah. But that run went wide and would have decided that he's pitched with a different line coming in turn 1 and try and get the slingshot back out again.
There's a lot of oversteer on that car there. I've just watched as he clipped the curb, and he's smoking the tyres up there as well. So it's a very ragged lap from looking outside at this point in time.
It is, yes, but sometimes the ragged laps could actually be the faster laps.
This is true.
But then again, most of the time they're not.
Yeah, it's a law of averages, isn't it? Once you're going to get it with a ragged lap, but he's nice around the last section there, down the start-finish straight now, so let's see what he puts in the books. Now he's lost a lot of time on that one, Bruce. That's a 105.6, which has left him in second position behind the Volvo.
Yes. I think next up we've got Dan Stevens at
Yes.
the Avis Rent-A-Car.
We certainly do. He's come down the start-finish straight into turn 1 now, into the apex.
The distinct sound of that AMG engine, it just sounds just evil constantly. It's like it's angry. That's it. That's the only way to describe those big AMG cars. Just angry.
Absolutely, we're at the top end of the circuit now and into the hairpin, and the car is looking planted to say the least, and it's just gone out of the hairpin now, down into the back S section coming up shortly, using all of the track available.
As long as Dan gets this right, yeah, that was a nice corner there. As long as he gets the last turn here as well, we could be looking at the provisional pole lap just now.
Absolutely, he's definitely looking tidy enough.
Oh no!
Oh, well, there you have it. That was a 105.8. I didn't see anything obviously wrong on that lap. Obviously, just a slow one.
Yeah. His lap looked perfect. We've got the last car just now, Rob Herbert. Let's see what he can do with his Avis car.
Absolutely. Let's see. This is the current champion and the pace setter from free practice 1 and qualifying 1.
There was a bit of a lock-up coming in turn 1, but he's still managed to keep it nice and tight to the apex. He didn't run out wide or anything.
Absolutely. I think Rob's always of the mindset that if he's just got one lap on these tires aren't coming back.
Let's see, he comes into the hairpin at the top of the circuit. Oh, clips apex perfectly. Little bit of loose on the rear there.
Yeah, he probably took a little bit more curb than he needed for that one, to be honest, but it's definitely looking good. He's fastest overall in Sector 1, unsurprisingly. Sector 2 time, he's fastest as well from the looks of it.
It does, yes, and it looks like personal best as well that Rob's actually putting in.
Yeah, that's saying something. Personal best for him at this stage. He's feeling no pressure whatsoever at all. Oh! Well, there's a surprise again. Both Mercs looked like they were on pretty good laps, and both of them seem to have dropped the time down. So from fastest in Sector 1 overall, he's managed to lose a lot of time around the back of that circuit.
Yeah, maybe he's just decided to change his setup and push in a slightly different direction.
Exactly. Well, that is the top 10 shootout wrapped. Stay with us. We'll be back in 5 minutes for